Okay, so this is a video on how to create assignments on Connect Ed. So the first thing you want to do is get to your textbook. So I'll start from the beginning here. Okay, we'll use the Algebra 1 textbook here. And then what you want to do is choose your chapter. We're in Chapter 1. And then after you choose your chapter, you can choose your section. I'll do Order of Operations, Section 1.2. And then I'm going to go into this menu bar, and I'm going to click on Resources. Now, I have an abundance of resources that I can assign for my students to do as homework. And what I'm going to do is go into worksheets. And what's really nice about this particular forum is that there are different options for similar worksheets. For example, I can use a word processor, Microsoft Word processor type document, or I can do a PDF. Now, there are also assignments that are good for students who speak Spanish. They have Spanish versions, and they also have answer keys, which is really helpful as well. So what I want to do is just pick an assignment. Let's say I want them to do a study guide. Now my students use Google Docs, and the best way for assignments to show up is to use a PDF version. So I'm going to click this little toolbar here, and then I'm going to click Assign this resource. And I can give it a name, and I can do a description. I'll do, I don't know, complete the worksheet. And then I can choose a start date. We'll have the start date be today. I can choose the due date. We can have the due date be tomorrow. And then I can choose when the assignment expires. And we'll just have it expire on the 17th. Now after that, I choose my class, and then I choose my students. Now if I want all of my students, now in other classes obviously there are more students, but for this purpose we're just going to use the tutorial class here. So if I wanted to select all of my students, I would just click this top box and it would select all of my students. However, if I only wanted to do one student, I could just click the box that's next to an individual student to do that assignment. So it's useful if there are students who were absent and they didn't come back until after the assignment expired. So you could go back and assign an individual student this assignment. So now once I've gotten my assignment all ready to go, I just click Assign, and then automatically the students will be able to go into their account and work on this worksheet. They can print it out. They can write on top of it, so if they wanted to, they can write all of their answers on the worksheet, and then they can submit it, and then it'll be done. So it's a very useful tool.